Hello everyone, it's Lekonens is here. In this video, I'm going to take a part of my brand new 1TB Galaxy Z Fold 6. As you can see here, I already powered off my phone and it's ready to be removed. The first thing I'm going to do is to heat up the screen and the back glass. And please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. The first thing that I'm going to remove is the back glass. I'll use this heat gun to remove the back glass. And I use this tool to remove the back glass after heat up the back glass. And then use the prior I already removed the back glass. So yep, I already take this apart and replace the glue. And now let's take apart all of this left side part. Here's the look of the back glass. It's just a back glass with a camera lens. And here is the part. Here's the left part here. First thing, I'm going to remove the NFC. As you can see here, there are 9 screws holding down the plastic. Once it's already removed, I can now detach the black plastic. Don't forget, I have to unplug this connector. Because you can see, this is not just the bottom plastic, it has the microphone and it has the microphone connector. This connects to the microphone, the bottom microphone here. And here we can see the front camera for the inner display and 3 rear cameras and the charger port. I'll start by removing the front facing camera. Detach the 5G millimeter wave antenna. The volume button. The signal cable. Power and fingerprint sensor. the battery, flexible hinge cable, and the S Pen. I'll go unscrew the 5G antenna, part, and you can see here, this is how the 5G antenna look like. You can see this 5G module is only available in USA and Japan, but I still decided to go with the USA smartphone because buying Japan smartphone, I'm going to be losing extra feature like Bixby and Samsung Wallet. As you can see here, the frame is different because you can see it has the slot for the 5G millimeter wave antenna, and you can tell the difference just by look at this letter. This frame has letter N. This type of frame is only available in USA and Japan, and you can see the letter N stands for North America. And international smartphones, they are using a different frame. It's not letter N, but it's letter E. Letter E stands for Europe. So that's the difference. The Europe frame doesn't have the slot for the 5G antenna. So the 5G millimeter wave antenna won't able to fit in the Europe frame. It only fits in the North America frame. You can see the letter N here. There are 3 screws holding down the motherboard. The black screws on the bottom, the silver screws on the top, and the large screws on the top right. Before I remove the motherboard, there's a charger port. As you can see here, it's different. First, I'm going to remove the left side of the charger of the flexible cable, and there are 1 screw holding down the charger port. This is the charger port. You can see it looks like this. As you can see here, this one has the letter U on it. The soldering is on the letter U because this is USA. This is letter U is for USA and Canada. And this one on the right is for letter B and N. Letter B is for global and international, and the letter N is for the South Korea. And this one is number. This one is 0, and this one is the 0 is for Hong Kong, China, and Taiwan, and the letter D is for Japanese Docomo smartphone. There are 2 screws holding down the charger connector. Once that removed, I need to do is push the charger connector forward because it's really hard. But first I need to detach it from the motherboard. Just pull it like this carefully, don't pull too hard, otherwise the cable will snap. And now I can lift the motherboard. And here's the motherboard looks like. This is the USA version of the motherboard, as you can see here. And there are three cameras. This one's 30 times zoom, this one is the main camera, and this one is the ultra wide camera, but it's separated when I take it apart. As you can see here, and this is how the motherboard look like. You can see it has the connector for the 5G millimeter wave antenna. Other version like international, global doesn't have the connector for the 5G millimeter wave antenna. It will be look like this. So you can see here, like this doesn't have the connector for the 5G antenna. So there's a difference between the Fold 6 and the Fold 5. The Fold 5 was using two 5G millimeter wave antenna, and this time it's only using one 5G millimeter wave antenna. It's right here. One has the connector and the other one doesn't. On international smartphone, both of these doesn't have the socket for the 5G antenna, doesn't have the connector. The socket is missing on the international and global smartphones. Only USA and Japan has one socket on the left of this motherboard. And here's the last thing to take apart, and this is the battery. The small one, you can see it's 1975 milliamp hour. So that's all on the inside of the left, and you can see we have the copper cooling. Oh, it starts getting rainy here. You can see this is how it look like of the copper cooling system. I'll just go ahead and put it back. And make sure I push it down. Once it's finished, I can now go to the right side, remove the screen and the other parts. Alright, so here I am. I'm on the other table to remove the cover screen. I'm going to use the same method, heat gun and suction cup. Now apply the suction cup. This one's a little bit difficult because it's dangerous, the glass could crack. Alright, now I'm able to lift it, put the prior, can see now I finally got it removed. I got the cover screen removed. I'll clean it up a little bit here. All done. And as you can see here, this bracket is very difficult to open. I don't know how. Oh, maybe I'll try this tool to remove it. No, it's very hard. So since this it cannot be removed, here's the thing I'm going to do. There are 6 screws holding down the top plastic speaker. I'm going to remove that first. Okay, once that removed, I can remove the top plastic speaker. Just like that. And then remove the bracket of the LCD. And remove the LCD. Remove the cover screen. As you can see, this is the cover screen look like. I've installed my own glue on it. It just look like this. As you can see, there are four more screws holding down the bottom plastic speaker. And once that removed, I can finally remove the bottom speaker. I'm going to remove the SIM card slot. I'll use cutter to remove it. As you can see here. And then unplug 6 cables. This one is the main you can see here. This one is the main display cable. This one is the S Pen cable. This one's battery cable. This one is the flexible cable. And this one is the bottom speaker connector. As you can see, this is what it looked like. The bottom speaker connector. There are 1 screws holding the Wi-Fi motherboard. Wi-Fi and cover screen connector. You can see this is how it look like. And it has the front facing camera for the cover screen. This one is a small motherboard. This is just the connector for the main display, cover display, battery, and speaker. If this small motherboard is broken, I'm no longer able to use Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and I won't be able to use the cover screen. If this has minor damage, I can only use mobile data when this was damaged. The last thing is the large battery. You can see this is the large battery, 24-25 milliamp hour. You can see there are 2 batteries here. And this is the main display and the frame. You can see. And you can see that on the right side of the frame, it has the 5G millimeter wave antenna cut out because this is the USA version. and the frame has letter N on it. It stands for North America. If this frame is Europe, letter E. It doesn't have the 5G millimeter wave antenna cut out, and the 5G millimeter wave antenna module doesn't fit into the Europe frame. So that's all. The teardown of the Galaxy Z Fold 6. You can see it looks like this. Main display with blue frame. After I take it apart, it has a minor scratch on the top. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around.